G'day there, legends. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Terror from the Void. So we've got a base that's under attack here, and the behemoth has just emerged down here as well, so we're moving our aircraft down to be ready to respond to that. Okay, this is our base defense. So this has been significantly overhauled since we last played. I have seen a little bit of the new base defense missions from other people's YouTubes. They're pretty tough. This is going to be a challenging mission. There's no two ways about that. There's a couple of different places where we can deploy and try to set up a defensive perimeter. I guess the entrance is as good a place as any. This will be a difficult mission. Very difficult mission. Tactical advantage. You're down there, we're up here. You walked into the wrong goddamn room. Don't know if that's a reference to something or what. We've taken defensive positions around the main entrance. As long as we hold this choke point, we should be fine. So, what can we see? Siren, that's a big problem. We've got a Triton Ghoul Alpha, which is also a bigger problem than you might think. Shield Bearer is the least of our worries. Triton Thug, and we've got an Acheron Prime. Is this a mind control siren? Yes, it is. Okay, so that is a real problem. Okay, I was hoping I might be able to deploy a decoy to the floor. It looks like such is not the case. Okay, but if I move her to these spots that have open railings, she's able to do so. But it's good to know how that works, at least. Fire grenades could be helpful here.
I'm ready. Preparing to fire.
Yeah, it's not really going to do much against the siren. But that is a nice chunk of damage to do to the Acheron.
I was born ready. Here is a little trick I know.
Pushing on.
So I'll get Flencer to jump down and around. I don't really love that, but the main reason is I want to be able to get Graypaul up to begin grenading things.
Here.
So we're going to try and shred some armor on this siren.
On it.
And then we'll overwatch it.
Let's just get it over with. You hear that?
I've got this.
Suss out what Maria can do. So she can do a fair bit of damage to this siren.
Eyes mercy.
Very good.
Oh yeah.
Now it is tempting to throw a fire grenade down here. It'll do a good chunk of damage to the Acheron and to the crab. I could also throw a poison grenade down there if I wanted to. Much the same reason. Okay, torso's pretty beaten up from the
Preparing to fire. Target.
shotgun blast.
Let's see now.
Now, Paxa here also has a fire grenade, but he needs to spend action points to get into his... backpack.
Aiming.
I think I just want to keep focusing on the... Oh, but I've got the double overwatch on it, don't I? So maybe that's a bit of overkill.
Got it.
Let's show them what we can do.
Very difficult decisions, because every little scrap of damage really counts here.
Here's a little trick
Okay,
I
so
know.
there's no angle where she can get down there, which is a little unfortunate, but means we should probably be blasting down here. So I've taken out another leg on the Acheron. And done a little bit of damage to the shield bearer. Not much, just a little. So we want to set up our decoy down here. And we'll just do a tiny bit more damage to old Siren and take out the torso on the Acheron as well. Very nice. And we'll move her
Moving to
back
coordinates.
to where there's a tiny bit more cover. Now, Maria. So I think I will throw down a fire grenade here. It'll also just make this area a little harder to pass through for a lot of the Pandorans that'll want to be doing that, because I think more are going to spawn in. Okay, and we've removed this shield bearer from the combat. He's lost his arm with the pincer.
Moving.
I guess that's our turn. Yep, so more enemies spawn in. This ghoul is annoying, but fortunately it's distracted by the decoy. The Acheron will probably jump to get out of the fire. No, it's walking, and it's running the overwatch that was meant for the Siren. So that's not great for us. It means the Siren can come up and possibly mind control someone. I was really counting on the Siren dying. Okay, that decoy is doing great work for us. Had two ghouls basically waste their whole turn on it. This is the shotgun. Triton. Not going to be super accurate at this range, but it can still do a lot of damage. So let's see what this Hellion does. Okay, just moved forward and did nothing. That's bizarre, but I'm here for it. Got another Mind Fragger. They can't really do too much at the moment. The Acheron has basically assured its own death next turn. That Scourge is a problem. It could launch a grenade up and destroy the bridge area that we're sitting on. So, Acheron here is going to die.
What's our move?
Let's see what Flenser can do here.
Aiming. Moving out. Enemy killed.
Okay, so because he has Punisher, that's an extra -2 will points for everyone. Excellent.
leaving.
Now, where's that scourge? Tucked away somewhere where I can't get to it. That's annoying. So I can try and shoot a grenade there. Bit like threading a needle. I think I might be better off sending it down here. Okay, so we've taken out the Acheron, which was incidental. It was going to die anyway. Okay, the Scourge is on 1 will point. So if I can kill one more meaningful... It can't be a mind fragger. Has to be something that counts.
Here.
Got one. Okay, so that Scourge is going to panic. It's my biggest concern at the moment because of its grenade ability. Launching a grenade here, it'll, I imagine, easily blow this up. I'll take falling damage. It's just not good. Not good on a number of levels. Can't guarantee I will actually kill that. Okay, so again, if I want to do my decoy, I need to move. I know I will want to do my decoy. Hit the shield, unfortunately. Both times. Don't love that. Yeah, there's no point trying to hit the Arthron. Oh, took out the Mindfragger's head. That's excellent for us.
Can't wait.
So, Maria.
Eyes peeled.
Interesting, she can actually see both Arthrons. Okay, so we've done a fair bit of damage to that one, which is what we're most worried about.
Peeled.
We should be able to take out... Oh, Maria. You bring shame to your family.
Oh shit. Must focus.
Okay, so we weren't able to kill the Scourge, but that's fine. But we're going to set up Overwatch on this little crabby. She's back behind cover. Excellent. And we're going to get Lensa back behind cover as well. And he does have the kill and run, but we don't really care too much about that at the moment. I think that's our turn. Scourge died. That's another 2 will points from everyone. Oh no. We should have used the kill and run. And the Mindfragger ran the Overwatch that I needed for the Arthron. So a few things haven't gone to plan here. A couple of bad decisions as well. The Ghoul has cottoned on that the decoy is not real. This guy should be able to come up and... Okay, he's distracted by the decoy. That's excellent. Okay, the ghouls are missing. It's very good for us. That mind fragger doesn't have a head, so it doesn't really matter what it does. Triton Poacher hopefully also goes for the decoy. Okay, we've got worms or myrmidons burrowing down towards our team. Small, multiple targets bearing on the hangar. Emergency venting. Between a rock and a hard place. Be water. The geothermal plant that powers the base has an emergency steam vent that can scald the Pandorans that are trying to get into the base, removing the currently incoming wave of reinforcements. However, this will likely damage the generator and will cause the base systems to malfunction, resulting in fires and explosions. There are several consoles around the base that can be activated. Inbuilt safety measures prevent repeating the operation at the same console. Okay, so there's a console down here. Okay. So you should be able to deal with the mind fragger.
Finally, something positive.
You no longer have the will points for decoys, which is a little bit of a shame.
Here is a little trick I know.
Okay, so what are you? You're a scourge. Okay, so you have grenades. You are a problem. But what we're going to do, launch a grenade over here. Hopefully deal a chunk of damage to that Triton Poacher. Yep, he's bleeding 50.
What's our move?
I could throw a fire grenade down here potentially. The issue is Splinter here is very exposed. However, his killer instinct is triggered. He has 0 will points because I've only got him off the mind back under control from the mind fragger this turn, but killer instinct triggers, meaning this costs no action points and he can do it. So he might just have been able to save himself. Is still alive. This mind fragger is a non-event, isn't it? Yep, it's lost its head. So I could consider jumping down with AJ to get a better shot at this guy.
Keep it together, operative.
Can't wait.
I need to get this Scourge dead. Just about every other concern is secondary to that. Okay, Maria not quite able to get the job done.
All set.
It was very disappointing.
I'm ready.
Again.
Okay, we got it. And this guy's panicked now as well. That's excellent, so I don't need to worry about jumping down with AJ.
Let's
Now,
see
how
now.
far can he throw a grenade? Pretty damn far.
Steel on
Let's
target.
just shoot down this Arthron Tyrant. Perfect. So the ghouls are getting a bit low on will points as well.
This is what we train for, right?
I can't do a decoy, but I can shoot down some drones. Set up some Overwatch.
Overwatching.
Fairly arbitrary, to be honest, but that's a Triton Ghoul. Oh no, that's the Poacher. Okay, so he's hit AJ. That is unfortunate. He's hit AJ a second time. That's very unfortunate. Reasonably accurate. Fortunately, the Ghoul missed. Okay, has managed to hit Julian. 4 virus isn't a lot, but it will be fairly debilitating over the course of the mission. But at the very least, we've forced the ghouls to relocate. Okay, so the Worms and Myrmidons are coming. We have one person who's panicked.
Here.
Okay, Arthron Brute is very low on health. So we'll use our axe, save some ammo. -4 will points to everyone. The ghouls are down to 3 will points apiece. Okay, and I might be able to take out its head. That means this one will panic. Now, I believe the Triton Poacher will die of natural causes. Well, not natural causes, but will bleed out.
5 by 5.
Let's try and get that one that's behind cover. Excellent. Little bit of damage. You're going to recover? Okay, so he's got 13 paralysis and 3 virus. But he's also got a good chunk of will points, so he's not going to panic yet. That Triton's going to die anyway. Missed entirely. That's a bit unfortunate.
Eyes peeled.
Head disabled.
Lining up a shot.
Why didn't it panic? Head disabled. Should lose will points.
I'm ready.
That's kind of how that works. Well, that's quite confounding. Okay, now Flenser does need to heal. So I might get him to do that now. While he's otherwise unoccupied. Bend down his shield.
Now, please.
He's panicked. There's not much I can do with him. Do some random Overwatch, and I guess that's this turn. -3 will points. Well, that should take him to 0, and he should panic. Guy just refuses to panic. Rigged. I guess what's taking some time there is the worms and myrmidons. Okay, going after Julian. Stumpy little mind fraggers just crawling around to die. I'm glad that all missed. That was very lucky. Umbra or Tritons? Well, that's not good. We're detecting something in the air vents. It's the mist. Could be a Triton infiltration team. Could be something worse.
Ready. Eyes peeled. Lining up a shot.
Okay. So he's bleeding 20, we've taken out an arm, so he will die next turn. The bleeding will take place before the
Here.
other thing. Before the regeneration. That is typically how that works. Let's try and drop a grenade on this other one. Excellent.
Moving to coordinates.
Shoot out some more spider drones. Because there will be some enemies coming at us from this direction soon. We need to survive one more turn before all we have to worry about is cleanup.
Can't wait.
Now, if Flenser can get at some worms, because he has Punisher, killing worms will cause will point loss. Maria's just going to Overwatch.
Holding
AJ's
position.
also going to Overwatch. Raypaul can also Overwatch.
Okay.
Jenny Blaze can get
Ready.
back behind cover.
Let's do this.
Come over here. Act like the pure. Get in an alcove, put up our shield, and we'll call this our turn. Okay, this one's died. We'll see what this one tries to do. Looks like it's panicked. And so then we'll need to run around and clean up everything. But it does look like we've dealt with the main attack force here at the gates.
Let's show them what we can do.
One more grenade will hopefully do it.
What was that?
I am unable to recover with Julian this turn. So there were things burrowing towards the hangar bay. So let's send a little spider drone friend in that direction. And then there were also some Tritons and Umbras, weren't there? And that was the first spider drone we sent out. It's been more or less ignored this whole time. You also cannot recover this turn. Not enough action points. Because of the paralysis. Same for Julian, because he's tired. That's why he can't take the recover action. Okay. That's brutal.
I've got a visual.
Okay, we've found a Triton. Oh, it's just that one, and it is definitely going to die. I assume it's too late to get down here and activate that. Fences at full will points, which is nice. Send him down, activate shield.
Ready, sort of.
Okay, Maria also doing fairly well for will points.
Here comes the Phoenix.
Bit of Overwatch.
Not getting past me.
Repositioning. Hope this works.
Keep it
And we'll
together,
just bring
operative.
everyone forward. Jenny Blaze can throw out some more spider
Moving
friends
out.
and then duck away out of sight. Obviously, stealth is her biggest asset,
dangerous.
so we want to keep her stealthed. Nice wide Overwatch, and I guess that'll be our turn. Okay, this guy's spawning an Umbra by the looks of him. Okay, fireworm spotted. And it's also very possible that there are enemies upstairs waiting to drop down on us. Okay, there's a Triton poacher. Immediately reappears. Yep, and he's just hitting the shield, that's fine. But we do know there was at least one Triton upstairs, so there's likely others. Unfortunately, one did hit. That's actually a bit of a problem, especially for Flenser. He really wants to be quite mobile. It's nice that they're clumping up like this for us, though. Means one spider drone or one well-timed grenade. Okay, Flenser's unfortunately
Sure.
fairly debilitated.
Leave me alone!
And there is another Triton up there. This one will die.
What's our move? Ready
But
to engage.
if we're able to kill it with Flenser,
Kill confirmed.
we get to do the extra will point damage. So, we're going to overwatch again because we know there's a Pandoran up there. Another Triton. Unfortunately, Paxo isn't much good to anyone right now. We'll send Raypole down.
Moving.
Running.
Overwatch like this. Okay, so there's a Myrmidon down there as well. So the worm I wasn't too concerned about. The Myrmidon could do some damage to my drone. Unfortunately, it's not going to be in the blast radius, but it's going to kill the drone anyway, so I might as well detonate it. And I just have to be mindful that there's an Umbra spawning over here behind me. Okay, and this one's a hitman. Don't love that. Fortunately, it hit the shield.
Just a minute, got to get down.
Here.
Fairly weak, base level hitman. I guess that's where the Myrmidon went. There's a couple of worms there, but we don't need to worry so much about that. You can see here, we've completed this objective. Then we need to kill remaining Pandorans, but eggs, worms, Mindfraggers, and Myrmidons can be left for the cleaning detail.
Target here.
Oh, that was worth a shot.
I'm here.
Again, you know, if he's able to do it, there's the will
Trying to
point
aim.
loss. Really not a very good shot.
Ready to fire.
Strode the gun.
On it. Need to try again. Gotta keep going.
Might be a better shot. Still missed. Special talent. Okay, Maria is hidden somehow. That's a better shot. Hopefully that's it. That is not it. So somewhere there's another real Pandoran. You know what? It's probably this Umbra.
Eyes open.
And Julian can't do
What's our
anything.
move?
That's unfortunate.
I'll keep my eyes open.
Okay. Okay. There was a Triton there, still alive but dying. That's what that was. Makes a lot of sense. Still need to deal with the Umbra though. Hope it doesn't deal with Julian before we can deal with it.
Moving to coordinates.
Yeah, it's still there, hanging around.
I'm going.
We can see the drippy effect. So I'm hopeful that might be all we have to deal with. Why did he get a free reload? Maybe he had a few more action points than we thought.
Reloading.
Okay, so there's a Myrmidon.
It could be anywhere.
More worms.
I'm
The
going.
worms I'm not too worried about. I'm just wondering what else might be about. I mean, it's probably just this Umbra that I have to deal with. Got acid on the Myrmidon. That's wonderful. That's so pleasant. The Myrmidon's gonna come and kill this drone. They do enjoy doing that. It'd be nice if the drone still blew up, but... Huh. Maybe it doesn't know where my team is. Okay, here comes this Umbra. Somehow managed to avoid all the Overwatch. Interesting.
Ready.
Does he not have any delirium? Is that... No, he does. I'm just wondering why everything went through the...
I'm listening. Engaging. Success. Aiming.
It's going to deal a little bit of damage that we can with the pistol. I thought it only did 50 damage. Ah, the vivisection, we get 10% more damage. Okay, come on, surely that's it. That's it. Oh, that's a long mission. Bunch of experience, 3 level ups. That's awesome. So that was a much more intricate, engaging mission than the standard base defense. So I've got to hand it to the Phoenix Rising team there. That is a probably a better mission experience, having the different phases. You've got different ways to interact with things in that you can try to find the consoles and cut off some of the attack phases, the waves. But if you do that, you're also damaging your base and increasing the cost to repair it. So there's some, some interesting trade-offs there. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy the traditional base defense where everyone just camps in the one room and you have like 10 guys overwatching the entrance and you fill it with fire and the Pandorans kill themselves trying to get in. It's always fun, but I do think this is probably a better mission structure there's a bit more to it, a bit more things to think about. Oh, Maria's reached level 7. That's very nice. So yeah, that was interesting. Very tough though. That was not a simple mission. And I am glad you don't have to like hunt down all the worms and stuff that used to suck with base defenses. Finding that one last worm that's hidden in the back end of nowhere. So all I get for that is a single Redeemer rifle. And I spent more resources than I can afford to replace. Wonderful. More research options. Some of the worm autopsies. Crew definitely needs to heal up, but let's go do some of these level ups first. So we definitely want battle hardened for Maria. That is a no-brainer. I kind of want both of these, and that is why I saved skill points in the 6th level. Onslaught is always nice. I mean, these would both be nice to have, but I'd rather be able to get all 3 of these. You really often only need one character with marked for death per squad, and Julian will pick it up. But Maria is the only one who has it at the moment, and sometimes, you know, the one person who has it needs to do something else that turn or doesn't have the line of sight they need. Now, we also have 22 skill points for Maria to spend on whatever we'd like. So she's ended up with +6 to speed. So there's +2, and probably from the armor. Yep. That's pretty good. So speed's 20. A little bit slower than I'd like for an assault. But I think what I'm going to do is pump up her strength for now. She is critically important to this team, and I don't want her getting whacked because I didn't spend a few points making her a little more buff. Yeah, the speed will be very nice, and I do want to get it for her. But yeah, 220 is just not that many hit points, to be honest. Ray Paul has reached level 5. Skill points +2, perception +4. I mean, that is nice. It's more will points than I could get for that much, but would I be buying those will points? More damage based on lost health. Don't get me wrong. This is a nice ability. So is Skirmisher. I do want to get Return Fire. I'm not sure which one of these is better. This is if I take any damage, I get 25% more damage next turn. This is a more constant buff. I get some amount of speed and damage increase based on how much health I've lost. That's a tough one. I don't actually know which of these is better. Probably Skirmisher is going to be more frequently useful because if she takes enough of a chunk of damage to get something meaningful out of this, I'm probably going to want to heal her. That's just the way I play. So yeah, I think I'll grab Skirmisher, and I'll spend a little bit of the communal skill points to also get Scav. And now AJ has reached level 4. There's no point him getting melee weapon proficiency. For close range stuff, I can just give him a shotgun. And I believe I have one in the queue for him. I mean, the shotguns do more damage than most melee weapons anyway. So that means I probably just want to spend these points on stats. He is a bit slow, but again, the thing I want most immediately is a bit more strength. He has a reasonable amount of willpower already. I'm not displeased with that. I wouldn't mind getting 1 or 2 more points so he can aim to burst twice and still have something left for a quick aim at some point, but I think I'll get him an extra point of speed. Spend a little bit of our communal points on that. That's fine. Pretty happy with that. That was a yeah, that was a challenging mission. Why is he carrying around that terrible pistol? Let's give him a slightly better one. Although the range is... Maybe I'll stick with that one. Okay, so we may just have never repaired this store rather than it being damaged. This team needs to stay here and repair. We have found a Pandoran lair. That's fantastic. We can jump down there and try to take that out a bit later. Let's get ourselves some materials. Like so. And then we need to get down here. And equip ourselves with some weapons. And we'll just hang tight until we see what the first flyer to come out is. We'll probably offload some people to the base here so that we can unequip the far M module and equip one of our defensive modules. And we'll do the same with the Aurora, but that's all going to wait for the next video. So good. I'm pleased with how that went. Anyway, we're going to wrap this one up here, folks. As always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to do those YouTube things. But most importantly, stay brilliant. I'm going to catch you real soon.